to meet you on Instagram Live and let us do 2 interviews. Now I get to see him and meet him up in Harlem. How is it up in Harlem?
Nike versus Nike event, whatever you want to call it, Jordan brand. They come out.
Welcome to the VIP section.
Sheababy, y'all.
Real plan.
Right.
When I signed my first deal, I signed the most fucked up deal in the world.
Right.
I don't give a damn. I just needed the platform.
Right.
I
We
had
just
the plan.
clearing the smoke in the air. You already know what it is. Shout out to everybody out there that pulled up in the building too. Earlier, I deleted the live because I need to fix a couple of things on the live, which I'm going to get to. We're going to wind up getting to that point. I'll probably go live maybe tomorrow, Thursday-ish. Got a couple shows Wednesday and Thursday on Instagram, so I probably won't go live then. But I'll let y'all know I'm going to be going live a lot now and doing a lot of these reviews. So shout out to everybody out there in the building. You know what it is. Shout out to everybody out there, all the Sheababytv fans. So yeah, I wanted to get into this Drake and this Mos Def review. It's nasty work out there, man. It's a lot of nasty work. So I figured we will cover it and, you know, let the fans, let everybody know out there how they feeling about this shit. If you ask me, I think Mos Def is doing a publicity stunt. I hope so, because it sounds like he's really, really capping. Let's get to it.
Rachel Omandi from the Cutting Room Floor. Her broadcast, which is available on Patreon. It is not for free. So if you care to see the interview, you can go on Patreon and check her out on the Cutting Room Floor. I'm not answering questions here like that either, so just bear with me. I'd like you all to hear what it.
See, like that. He wants you to go on Patreon. He wants you to, you know, go look at what he got to say on Patreon. I don't know. It sounds like a publicity stunt. Sounds like this nigga's trying to get to the money. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to keep it 100. Sound like he's trying to get to the money. Fake a fake beef with Drake. Then jump and, if you want to hear what he got to say, go on to Patreon. But then he's on YouTube saying that he gives it up to Drake, saying he's the man. I don't like shit like that. But let's get to it.
That I have to say, as it relates to some of the comments that I made about Drake. First of all, I don't hate anyone. My opinion is mine. It's legal in all states, as far as I'm aware. It was not an opportunity to try to slander him or to clown on him. I have reached out to him. I have no responses yet, but you know, I'm not keen to talk about people or to them through a screen. I prefer to talk to people directly. But I will say this: the young man is very talented. He's been able to be very successful with that talent, and I have no issue with his success or anything that he's been able to.
This nigga sounds soft. I ain't gonna lie. He don't sound like he's a rapper, man. You know, I understand we all know Drake's successful. We all know Drake is very successful, if not the most successful one. But shit, if Drake run his mouth, I gotta go at him. I got these. I'm holding these. I gotta go at him, mate. That's a fact. I ain't gonna let him just sit there and run his mouth, do all of this. If it's smoke is in the air, the smoke is in the air. Come on, Mos Def. You're an old school vet. You let this nigga just run through you like they giving it up. Come on, man. You letting the old vets down, man. You know what I mean? Not even my man Melly Mel gave up. Melly Mel put out the diss record and all that. He said he's pulling back because he just seen that it wasn't there. But at least Melly Mel went at him. Melly Mel went at Eminem. That's crazy. Come on, Mos Def. We can't do this, man. What we doing here? We rapping? We fighting? What we doing? We rapping. These are just lyrics. These are words. Come on, son. I can't believe you just laid down like that, man. He just laid down, man.
Achieve as a result I I do feel that some of the criticism that he's received in the past has been mean-spirited and unfair. So I don't want to participate in that. And if I was perceived to be harsh or mocking or taunting, that's not my intention. And Drake, if you're watching or if you come across this, that's not my intention, brother. I've never had no issue with you personally. I don't know you well enough to even have any sort of issue with you in that regard. Nonetheless, it's not sacrilegious to have a critique or an opinion of a public figure, particularly one of that magnitude in current modern culture.
Nasty work, y'all. Bottom line, nasty work. Not feeling that at all. Because, you know, in this game, you just want to see somebody put up a fight. And I'm not saying literally with these or with these. I'm talking about with these. We want to hear bars, man. I came from the 90s and in the early 2000s, bruh. I want to see bars. Shout out to my man Goods, too. That's the dude out there with bars. You know what I mean? I want to see bars. So, let's talk about a nigga that we know that won't back down. Let's get into this D thing right here. You know, D thing. I never really got into it too much with the drill stuff too much, but I like this guy right here. I can't lie. I like this though right here. You know what I mean? He got the little kid voice, but he's running his